Please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps. At this time, I would like to introduce Jalen Berry to sing our national anthem.
Was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jana. Everyone can be seated. Everybody remained standing. I've never had people listen to me like that. Good afternoon. I am Matt Colvin, Superintendent of the Coshocton County Career Center. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of those in attendance and those of you watching online as we celebrate another monumental step in your child's educational journey. Today, we honor those who have fulfilled the requirements of their career technical programs. I want to ask that all of our team members stand. Academic teachers, program instructors, secretaries, custodians, cooks, maintenance, tech directors, school counselor, you name it. If you are here and employed by the Career Center, stand, because it takes a village. Your son or daughter is in the seat they are in today with industrialized credentials and are prepared for the next steps in their life's journey because of the time, work, and effort all of these individuals have put into getting your child where they are today. Let's give them all a round of applause as a sign of gratitude. At this time, I would like to introduce and welcome our honored guests. Please stand when your name is called. Coshocton County Career Center Board President, Mr. Cordell Brown. Vice President, Mr. Tad Johnson. Board Member, Dr. Jerry Butcher. Board Member, Mrs. Kathy McCrae. And Board Member, Mrs. Gail Gallwitz. Representatives from home schools. Riverview Superintendent, Mr. Chuck Rinkus. Principal, Mr. Josh Branch. Associate Principal, Mr. Chad Scott. And school counselors, Mrs. Rose Olinger and Mrs. Courtney Pepper. From Coshocton, Coshocton Superintendent, Mrs. Jill Sheridan. Principal, Mr. Scott Loomis. Dean of Students, Mr. James Herman. School counselors, Mrs. Megan Hemming and Mrs. Darcy Nelson. And last but not least, from Ridgewood High School, Superintendent, Mr. Mike Maslowski. Principal, Mr. Todd Stouffer. Assistant Principal, Mr. Jesse Smolder. And School Counselor, Mrs. Stacy Iona. Thank you all for being here today and for your partnership in educating these young men and women. Some of you may be wondering why there is this empty chair with a cap and gown on the stage to my left here, to your right. In this chair, wearing this cap and gown, would have been a bright young man who was full of life, who was destined for greatness, and who meant so much to so many people. For those of you who were blessed with the opportunity to cross paths with T.J. Crosby, you know exactly what I am talking about. He was a young man who always gave more than he took, cared deeply for others, and was revered as one of the top students in our electronics program. At this time, let us pause for a moment of silence for TJ. Thank you. I'll never forget the time TJ came to me and asked if I would help in any way and get him a copy of his recording he did for the electronics program on WTNS radio. I said, I'm sure I can. Let me make some calls. Later that day, I saw TJ and said, hey, TJ, give me your email so I can send you your recording. He got really nervous. I said, what's wrong? He said, if I tell you my email, Mr. Colvin, you aren't going to be very happy with me. I said, TJ, do you want the recording or not? To give you a backstory, I had talked with our students earlier in the year about having appropriate personal emails so they are taken seriously when filling out applications. Now, I'm not going to share with you that email. I will share it with his mom if he so chooses, but that's a special moment between TJ and myself. Trust me, in time, I've seen some doozies of people's emails that they have put out there for applications. He finally told me his email, and I lost it. I was laughing so hard. We were standing right there at the corner, both of us just laughing. We were cutting up pretty hard that day. That was just one of the many times I was blessed to interact with TJ. Today in attendance, we are honored to have TJ's mother, Andrea Martin, along with her daughter, Hunter. Mrs. Martin graciously accepted our invitation to be here this afternoon to accept her son's passport and certifications. Mrs. Martin, on behalf of our team, at the Coshocton County Career Center, I want to thank you for allowing us to be a small part in your son's educational journey. TJ's positive, infectious demeanor will never be forgotten at our Career Center. You and I have talked many times, whether it was in person, on the phone, or through email. In all of those instances, you left me in awe of your strength and courage. You are truly an inspiration. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our school counselor, Mrs. Sarah Lindsay.
To start our competitive awards, I would like to introduce Mr. Bob Pell from the Coshocton Foundation.
Thank you, Mrs. Lindsay. It's my pleasure to represent the foundation in presenting 2 awards this afternoon. I had one this morning the winner was chosen by a group of volunteers from the community, where this afternoon were chosen by school administrators. So the folks that won these awards really impressed the people that know the most about them. So I thought that was pretty unique. The Walter H. Pomerine Memorial Scholarship was established at the Coshocton Foundation in 1995 through the will of Mr. Pomerine. The fund awards a one-year scholarship to a graduating senior of the Coshocton County Career Center who will be pursuing higher education. The winner of the $500 Pomerine Scholarship for 2023 is Savannah Bartlett. And next is the R. and Mary Jones Memorial Scholarship. For many years, Casey Jones was here to present his family scholarship. He always had words of wisdom for the graduates as well. We all miss Casey, who died of cancer several years ago. A number of years ago, Casey established the R. and Mary Jones Scholarship to honor his parents, and it provides a $500 scholarship to a student at the Career Center. And this year's winner is Haley Tubbs.
Good afternoon. My name is Kaylee Andrews, and I'm honored to be here today to present a scholarship award on behalf of Coshocton Regional Medical Center. The Coshocton Regional Medical Center Scholarship is a $1,000 award presented to a student with a GPA of 3.0 or above and who is pursuing a career in healthcare. I'm pleased to award the Coshocton Regional Medical Center Scholarship to Kaya Williams.
Hello, I'm Brad Sarche. I'm the construction technology teacher here at the Career Center. And my program used to be called Building Trades. And that's what it was called when Ray Border was in my class from 1997 to 1999. He left here and enlisted in the Navy, where he served as a CB, continuing his career in construction, until his untimely death in October of 2011 while serving in Afghanistan. While here and afterwards, Ray was well known for his outstanding character, work ethic, and overall behavior. Even years after graduation, I would run into him from time to time when he was home visiting family and always shook my hand, referred to me as Mr. Sarche. To honor Ray, we recognize a student every year that has chosen to go into one of the branches of the military, but who also has these characteristics of good character and work ethic. And this year, we'd like to recognize Aiden Berry. I'm sorry, Aiden Berger, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Good afternoon. I am Sergeant Hogan. I am the local National Guard recruiter here for the school, and I'm here to present the National Guard Scholarship to any soldiers that enlisted into the National Guard, where the scholarship is 100% tuition to any state-funded college here in Ohio, and I'm happy to present it to Aiden Berger.
The Coshocton County Career Center Memorial Scholarship is funded by donations from our team members. The following students will receive $200 to be used for higher education or towards materials for entering the workforce. Presenting these awards will be members of our Board of Education. Presenting this first award will be Mrs. Gail Goldwitz. Our first winner is Aubrey Seiler. Presenting the last memorial scholarship will be Board President, Mr. Cordell Brown. The last winner is Abigail Walters.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Akers, and I am the Director of Coshocton Cares. I want to take a moment and congratulate all the graduating seniors. Remember to chase your dreams. I am representing today the Coshocton County chapter of Dollars for Scholars. Dollars for Scholars Coshocton is affiliated with Scholarship America, a 501c3 organization. Our chapter was chartered on May 9, 1966. Each year, we give scholarships to many local graduating seniors in Coshocton County to help with higher education expenses. This year's total awards given out total $119,500 to 111 students. We would like to recognize both our scholarship winners and their donors. Here are your 2023 scholarship winners and their sponsors for our Coshocton County Career Center. Braden Bookless, Kiwanis Club of Coshocton. Taylor Martis, in memory of Mary Boyd Conklin. Cadence Moore, in memory of Willard L. Buffman. Emma Nelson, in memory of Tina M. Pollock. Gabriel Ramsey, Isaac Walton Ligg. and Abigail Walters in memory of Cletus Hoffman family.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Sharon Burns, current president of the Blue Star Moms of Coshocton County. This is Sherry Mikesell. She is our current treasurer, and Sherry Cullison is our current secretary. And we are super proud to be able to present 3 cords to members here today. I'm going to do those and then say a couple more words for you. So the 3 are Aiden Berger, Dominique Redis, Tyler Trost. Yep. And I would like to say mostly to them that to thank them for becoming one of the elite 1% of those who choose to go into the armed forces. We, the mothers of current active duty and military and U.S. veterans, as well as our associate members, could not be more proud of their selfless decision to serve our country. And we want them and their parents to know that we are always here for them. And I would say that to you guys too. You're their friends. If you know one of them needs something, you just need to get a hold of us, and we are there for them to serve them however they need served. So again, let's thank them all for their decision.
We will now commend seniors who have modeled academic excellence by achieving principal's roll, honor roll, merit roll, or a combination thereof during this school year. Corresponding certificates have been inserted in their passports. Please stand when your name is called. Following students have achieved principal's roll by maintaining a 4.0 GPA: Savannah Bartlett, Leah McMahon. The following students have achieved honor roll by maintaining at least a 3.5 GPA: Ella Baylor, Sarah Chilcote, Haley Tubbs, Berkeley Turner, Aubrey Seiler, Alexandra Slade, Zachary Addy, Braden Bookless, Gabriel Ramsey, Caitlin Banks, David Bremer, Skylar Dobson, and Gage Smith. Congratulations, you may be seated. The following students achieved merit roll by maintaining at least a 3.0 GPA: Haley Davis, Connor McCabe, Abigail Walters, Shauna Bowers, Savannah Ellerick, Megan Jones, Cadence Moore, Kiara Thomason, Madison Tayo, Hannah Bailey, Braden Edgel, Caden Zimmer, Kaya Williams, Ashley Harmon, Jaylee Miller, Caitlin Shamo, Cordell Besser, Parker Cunyon, and Jada Young. Congratulations, you may be seated. Our student ambassadors work hard all year long at various events. They are the face of the Career Center when our county kindergartners, 8th graders, and sophomores come to visit. They share the passion they have for their programs when they go out to our county elementary schools and read to their classrooms. These students have already received their certificates at their ambassador luncheon held earlier this month, but I would like to recognize them for all of their hard work. When your name is called, please stand. Health Technology, Aiden Berger. Early Childhood Education, Aubrey Seiler. Cosmetology, Ella Baylor and Abby McVeigh. Metal Fabrication, Jada Young. Electronics, Braden Bookless. Congratulations, you may be seated. I would now like to introduce our Student Council Advisor, Ms. Karen Overholt.
I'm also the yearbook advisor, so any chance you can get a picture, you try to take that, right? Okay, so I'm Karen Overholt, Student Council Advisor. Unlike the other clubs, we don't have like an end of the year banquet, so I always like to take an opportunity at ceremony to recognize the officers who served in the club this year. We do all kinds of things, from silly stuff like spookograms and candygrams to Lobo Olympics to a prom that we put on last weekend. And without these guys' help, I certainly could not accomplish those things. So I'd like to take a moment to have them come up. We recognized some of them this morning, and I have a few more to recognize now. So when I call your name, you'll notice, by the way, they have cords and pins also to recognize. So when I call your name, please come up on the stage to get your certificate. Cadence Moore. Jaylee Miller. And Caden Zimmer.
Good afternoon. My name is Angie Smolder. Cassidy Meek and I are co-advisors for the National Technical Honor Society, or NTHS. You will recognize our members today by their purple honor stoles that they have draped over their shoulders, as well as the extra white tassels that they're wearing on their caps. We are proud of these students as they embody excellence in career tech
education, and the attributes of our organization, which are skill, scholarship, honesty, responsibility, service, leadership, and citizenship. They are a shining reminder to all of us that career tech education is alive and thriving in this county. Please rise when I call your name and remain standing until all members are announced. So 2 year members that are in this session are Kate Banks, Ella Baylor, Aubrey Seiler, Alexandra Slade, and we also have some newly inducted members who were named at our recent induction ceremony on May 11th, and those members are Abby McVeigh, Jaylee Miller, Kaya Williams, Haley Tubbs, Sarah Chilcote, and Leah McMahon. Thank you. You may be seated.
The Drug-Free Clubs of America is an organization whose goal is to protect our youth from the terrors of drug abuse in order to foster a bright future for all. The club envisions a promising generation of healthy, safe teens who are confident that they can depend on each other and those around them to encourage their drug-free lives. The club values integrity, innovation, optimism, fellowship, and resilience. To participate in this club, each member had to pass a drug test to enter, and then members were chosen at random throughout the school year. At this time, would members of the Drug-Free Clubs of America please stand and be recognized? At this time, Haley Adkins will make her way to the stage to give her senior address.
My fellow classmates, teachers, and faculty, my name is Haley Adkins, and I'm a student of the Business and Medical Office Technology program. I'm sure we all remember the day we decided to be a student at the Coshocton County Career Center. For a lot of you, it was something you had thought about for a long time. For others, it was a spur-of-the-moment decision. When I first decided I wanted to be a student at the Coshocton County Career Center, it was very last minute. I didn't know much about the Career Center, just stories my dad had told me of his time here, like the time he and Dusty Wright, Mrs. Wright's husband, drove a car through the back lot. Technically, my dad was behind the wheel, but Dusty was pushing from behind a little too hard, I guess. I'm sure some of you also have stories you may have heard from parents, siblings, cousins, or maybe even aunts and uncles. Anyway, it was almost the last day to apply, and I called my parents who were out of town to tell them I was applying. They were surprised but supportive and a bit apprehensive because they knew how close I was to my friends at my home school. I'll admit, my first week here, I was second-guessing my decision, as I'm sure a lot of you did. I had become comfortable at my home school, and I was leaving some of my best friends behind. I didn't know if I was ready for quite the change that was coming at me. We all had to accept a new way of teaching with our new teachers, and we had to learn beside new classmates. As the days went on, we became comfortable with our new way of learning. We learned to trust our teachers, and we built friendships that will last a lifetime. We also got to spend a couple years annoying Mr. Colvin, who for some of us was pretty easy to do. Being a student here gave us the opportunity to learn new skills and be confident in whatever it was we wanted to do when we graduated. In the last 2 years, we have learned to color hair, how to drive machinery, how to defuse an argument, and so much more. But most importantly, we learned that we were being taught and guided by people who had our backs no matter what. Our time here at the Career Center may be short, but the knowledge and confidence that we have built here will give us opportunities to be better people in our communities and successful members of the workforce. We all have accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives. We all worked hard for this day, and that work did not go to waste. Life is a journey, and all accomplishments we achieve during its course should be taken as starting points for further achievements. All of us are blessed with talents and are worth congratulating, and that is what this day is all about. We now have our own stories we can tell our peers one day, whether it was about incidents that had happened or just simply things we learned in our career tech programs. Up to this point in many of our lives, most things have been decided for us. From now on, it is up to us to choose what we do now. So be sure to make your choices when you are fully awake. decisions that are informed by your heart and not by what others say, think, or believe. I speak for myself when I say I am glad I made that last-minute decision to be a student at the Coshocton County Career Center, but I speak for all of us when I say we have been given the best opportunities to go out and succeed in our respective careers. Whether going on to college, joining the armed forces, or going directly into the workforce, we should all look around and realize that today we can say, we did it. We achieve our goals, successes, and accomplishments that we came here to do because we are the Coshocton County Career Center class of 2023. And to my classmates, in the words of Jeff Bezos, we are our choices. Be yourself, build yourself a great story. Thank you and congratulations. We will now commence the awarding of the career passports. Please recognize our career tech instructors who will be presenting the passports to their students. First, we have Mr. John Large for automotive technology. Colin Davis. Landon Oliver Smith. Caleb Patterson. Tyler Trost. Jesse White. Hank Williams. Mrs. Julie Menifee for cosmetology. Ella Baylor. Sarah Chilcote. Haley Davis. Maya Davis. Destiny Fender. Ryan Guthrie. Connor McCabe. Leah McMahon. Abby McVeigh. Haley Tubbs. Berkeley Turner. Abigail Walters. Mrs. Megan Grimm for early childhood education. Shauna Bowers. Savannah Bartlett. Megan Jones.
Taylor Martis. Cadence Moore. Emma Nelson. Aubrey Seiler. Alexandra Slade. Kiara Thomason. Madison Tayo. Mrs. Deb Moore for Health Technology. Aiden Berger. Savannah Ellerick. Kaya Williams. Ashley Harmon. Kendall Helms. Jaylee Miller. Caitlin Shamo. Emma Waycaster. Mr. Brad Crozier for Metal Fabrication. Caitlin Banks. Cordell Besser. David Bremer. Tylee Cabe. Parker Cunyon. Caden DeWitt. Skylar Dobson. Tanner Fuller. Shane Horseman. Jordan Jett. Caden Lynch. Anthony Morgan. Darren Priest. Gage Smith. Ty Warden. Braxton Wilson. Jada Young. Mr. Steve Urban for electronics. Zachary Addy. Hannah Bailey. Braden Bookless. Braden Edgel. Gabriel Ramsey. Dominic Redis. Austin Schweitzer. Caden Zimmer. And TJ Crosby. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2023.
Congratulations. We're now going to hand out the rest of these couple awards we have here. This year, we had several nominations for the Coshocton County Career Center Senior Student Awards. The criteria in order to be nominated for this award are 5 days or less absences for junior and senior year, one who has attained a grade point average of B or higher, both junior and senior year at the Career Center, as well as being self-motivated, participation in vocational organizations, and involvement in their program. Superintendent Matt Colvin will be presenting the awards. Our first winner from the cosmetology program, Ella Baylor. Our second winner from the Early Childhood Education Program, Aubrey Seiler. Our third winner, also from the Early Childhood Education Program, Alexandra Slade.
The moment has come. I'm here to present the Outstanding Coshocton County Career Center Student Award. Every year, the Career Center awards one senior student the Coshocton County Career Center Outstanding Senior Student Award. The selection process for this award includes nominations from Career Center team members and an interview with a selection committee. To be nominated for this award, a student must have an attendance record of 5 days or less absenteeism during their junior and their senior year at the Career Center. In addition to this, nominees must have a grade point average of 3.5 or higher and display the following: self-motivated, be an active participant in the vocational organization of his or her field of study, and show active and constructive involvement within the Career Center community. This year's recipient is a student who has continuously displayed the criteria required for this award. The recipient has obtained nearly perfect attendance both their junior and senior year. But beyond this, the recipient has shown maturity and commitment to their studies as well as the requirements of their program of study. A few of their accomplishments include being a 2-year member of the National Technical Honor Society, 2-year student ambassador, and has participated and graduated from Coshocton County Youth Leadership. These are just a few honors this person has accomplished, along with soccer, tennis, swimming, and cheerleading, all while working 2 jobs. I'm starting to see some smiles. The career path taken by this individual speaks volumes for their future plans. This Career Center student shows leadership, dedication, and the desire to be the best student they can be. In terms of self-motivation, our recipient has worked hard to get the maximum amount of internship hours in order to take the state board exam early, passed, and is now a licensed cosmetologist. She has grown in knowledge, character, and leadership skills while attending the Career Center. As stated in her nomination form, her instructor states that she shows professionalism and integrity in all that she does. She is self-motivated and is top in the class. Her internship progressed into a job offer. She has represented our school well while attending here and will do the same in the future also. I personally have had the pleasure to witness firsthand her dedication and self-motivation, which will lead her to having a bright future in the cosmetologist profession. To our recipient, you have stepped out of the shadows and have shown the light on your bright future. You have represented our school and your program flawlessly. As you leave your program today, know that you have left an impression on us and a model for future students. We know you will seek and achieve success in all your future endeavors. You guys ready to know who this is? They know who it is. On behalf of the Coshocton County Career Center Board of Education, Administration, and Instructional team members, I am honored to award Miss Ella Baylor as the 2023 recipient of the Coshocton County Career Center Outstanding Career Center Student Award. Congratulations. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's the first secret I've ever kept quiet that long in my life. I would now like to give the closing to this afternoon's, ceremony. As I look in the seats before me, I see young men and women who, no matter what they choose to do after today, are going to be successful. Keep in mind that success will come with criticism. Criticism will come from people in your life that are threatened by the very nature of your success. People who criticize you will do so because you are doing something they should be doing, and that's daring to be uncommon. I think back to the senior meetings where I sat down with you and we discussed what you liked most about the Career Center, what you liked the least. Did you feel we have offered the experiences necessary that will assist you in being successful in the future? What we can do to make your experience better? And lastly, what will you remember most or miss most about your time at the Career Center? We had great conversations during those meetings. We always say in education that we are student-centered. I feel it's difficult to make that statement if you don't make an effort to sit down with your students and ask them similar questions. Our students live it, and what better people to ask about processes than the ones living it? Matter of fact, we changed the way we are conducting our passport ceremony this year based on our students' recommendations. I told them during our meetings, if you have an idea on how we can operate better and it fits into the vision of the Career Center, we will do it. We will make changes based on your recommendations. As you can imagine, the students thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if they trusted me, but here we are. A couple months ago, I attended a spring conference, and a lady was giving a talk about lessons we can learn about leadership from geese. This reminded me of a book study we had to do as captains of the football team in college called Pulling Together, the 17 Principles of Effective Teamwork by John Murphy. In this book, it shared that very message. Have you noticed that when migrating birds form a V formation? These big winged birds carefully position their wingtips and sink their flapping to catch the preceding bird's updraft and save energy during flight. Geese demonstrate great teamwork in a number of ways. Here are just a few lessons we can learn from them. Support each other to reach a common goal. As each bird flaps its wings, it creates uplift for the following bird, making it easier for the others to fly and, most importantly, to save energy by drafting off each other. The lesson here is that with a team working together to reach a common goal, the group will gain momentum from the first push and continue to support each other and develop strategies, values, and action plans. The next lesson, teams are invaluable. In a V formation, the whole flock extends at least 71% more flying range than if each bird flew alone. Working as a single individual can be hard, draining, and ultimately will bring less benefit to the collective goal. Working individually can lead to burnout, so remaining in formation and accepting support will keep teams moving ahead. Accept support. Whenever a goose falls out of formation, it suddenly feels the drag and resistance of trying to fly alone and quickly gets back in formation. As it rotates back into the formation, another goose flies at the V point position. When someone is not in top emotional or physical health, work with those who need support, so together the team can perform at its best. Give recognition. Geese in the rear of the formation honk to encourage those up front to up their speed. It's important that our team, honking from behind, be encouraging rather than judgmental. And lastly, create a sense of community. When a goose gets sick or wounded, two other geese drop out of formation and follow it down to help and provide protection, staying with it until it is able to continue flying or it ultimately dies. People who share a common direction and sense of community can get where they are going quicker and easier because they are traveling on the trust of each other. Ultimately, our success depends on working as a team, taking turns completing the hard tasks, and sharing leadership. Congratulations to you all. You have made your families, your school, and your communities proud. Remember the lesson from Geese, and always remember, the true worth of something is determined by how much more it gives in value than it receives in payment. Thank you and congratulations.